There is a new way to travel with your portable wireless microphones, and it's the Godox Magic XT1. Godox Magic XT1 is the tiniest kit I've ever used and tested. It's a budget-friendly 48 kHz 2.4 GHz wireless microphone system aimed at all kinds of content creators. It's called the 2+1=1 system. It consists of 2 transmitters and 1 receiver that also serves as a charging and storage case. It features mono, stereo, and a safety track option recording at 6 decibels, as well as DNR and more on that later, plus a low-cut filter. According to Godox, the maximum range should be up to 200 meters in a clear line of sight. Now, for price and build quality, the XT1 is priced at $109. Looks and feels well made. It feels solid and premium in hand. I have left a link in the description below in case you want to pick it up. Kindly use the link to purchase this product. It is an affiliate link and I get a small percentage that helps support this channel. The kit I have here has a receiver, its transmitters. Make sure you remove the plastic covering put over the transmitter to protect battery drain when shipped. You will also find a manual, a travel case similar to the one I have that came with the Godox WEC kit, but the difference is on the inside. There's also the USB-A to C charging cable, TRS to TRS cable for connecting the receiver to your device, whether an audio recorder or your camera, and a USB-C to TRS cable for use with your Android or iPhone 15 devices. Magnetic clips, magnets, and wind filters. I'm not going to change from the Fifine AM8 microphone to the XT1's microphone. 1 second. So I'm now changing my audio capture from the Fifine AM8, which is just over my head, to the Godox Magic XT1. The Godox Magic XT1 receiver features a color touch screen with adjustable brightness, which can be used to access the menu and all other settings. The monitor shows the battery status, signal strength, connectivity, recording mode, audio levels, and more. I'm impressed that the touch function and menu item selection work smoothly. If you rather not use the touch, you can navigate the settings using the 2 arrow buttons on the right side of the device. Its USB-C port can be used for charging, but also to connect to a computer for recording audio. And since the receiver supports UAC, that is audio device class, you can use the XT1 as a microphone on your computer for your Zoom or Teams meetings or even your live streams. I also tried connecting to my iPhone 15 Pro using the third-party USB-C to C cable and was able to record directly to my phone. So Godox, maybe upgrade the kit to include a short USB-C to C cable. Now, located on the left side is a 3.5mm headphone jack for real-time audio monitoring, an audio output to wire a camera or phone, plus a power button that can be used for navigating the menu. Now, there's one feature I like about the Magic XT1, and it's DNR, which stands for Dynamic Noise Reduction. Now, what is the significance of that? Dynamic noise reduction effect will only be applied if there is audible background noise. So if the effect is turned on, but there is no background noise, the sound will still be rich and there wouldn't be much of a difference. So there isn't too much over-processing being done to your captured audio, which is good. I'll now go ahead and activate DNR. So I now have DNR mode activated. As I'm here in the studio, which is very much quiet, you should notice that there's not much of difference. Mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Now deactivate DNR. Mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. There's also a stereo mode which splits the signals coming from the mic into the left and right channels. The mono, where both microphone signals are mixed into 2 identical channels. A safety track mode, where the safety track mode records a second track 6 decibels lower. There's a low-cut filter and volume mic gains. The receiver can also be secured on the hot shoe of your camera. Some other things you can do on the receiver are change the brightness level of the display, reset the device, check firmware versions, lock the device to prevent accidental touches, and more. Now to the transmitters. When you first detach the transmitter from the receiver, the transmitter automatically activates, so there's no need to manually power it on. This is the smallest microphone transmitter I have ever used. Although it has magnetic clips, clips are needed where your talent's clothing may be too thick or heavy for the magnets. There are also these small and very strong magnets if you don't want to use the clips. I mean, they are very strong. Yes, there is no 3.5mm input for a lav mic on the transmitters. I think this was intentional. I like the size of the mic as I could attach it anywhere to use in capturing audio, and I'm happy there is absolutely no sagging on clothes. Also, on the transmitter is a small LED indicator light. A steady green light indicates that it is paired and ready for use. When orange, dynamic noise reduction is activated. And you can also find other interpretations of the light in the manual. A red color will certainly indicate a low battery. The transmitters can be plugged into the back of the receiver for transport or charging, and the cold shoe door can be closed to avoid the microphones falling out. Each transmitter only weighs 8 grams without the magnet attached. With the magnet, 10 grams. The receiver also comes in at about 50 grams without the transmitters, while with the transmitters about 69.6 grams. I would like the possibility of turning off the light that glows in front of the microphone to have it more discreet, or an all black color version. I have used and reviewed several microphones on this channel, and I must say the audio qualities of these small unidirectional microphones is solid. Even with the noise reduction applied, there is no overprocessing of the audio. For mic levels, you can adjust its signal gain in 10 steps, either together or separately in the volume setting of its receiver. Now let's head out for some tests. You heard me test the DNR indoors. I want to see how it performs outdoors. So yeah, we're currently outside and we're here to test the DNR. That's the dynamic noise reduction. There's a plane flying overhead. It's a bit windy, so I have the wind filter on top of the mic. How does it sound? This is without the DNR activated. I'll take some steps backward. I want to see when it will cut, and I estimate 200 feet or 200 meters is about 200 of my walking feet. It's an estimation, I'll probably not be right, but let's see if we'll have any disconnection. I'll try to maintain clear line of sight by not turning away, but I will turn around to back the camera. So this is me backing the camera. I don't know if there's any disconnections. There shouldn't be any disconnection because I'm very close to the camera. So this is with DNR, turn off, and let's take some walk backwards. Mic test 1, 2, 3. There shouldn't be any disconnection. I'm going to turn around again, and I don't think there's any disconnection. I estimate no disconnections because I'm very close to the camera. I'm still walking backwards. Ideally, if you're filming in an outdoor space like this, you shouldn't have any issues because it's spacious. There will be at least minimal interference. So yeah, this distance is okay. It's normal to be filming at this distance from the camera. I think I'm about maybe 50 meters, or yeah, between 30 to 50 meters from the camera. I'll turn on noise, dynamic noise reduction by pressing. I just realized I had the microphone upside down. Yeah, I had the microphone upside down and the wind filter in the wrong place all this while. So I have that corrected. I'll flip over my clip and now I have it positioned the right way. I wasn't even looking. So now the wind filter is over the mic, about 30 to 50 meters away from the camera. And this is without dynamic noise reduction. I'll press once. I believe dynamic noise reduction is now activated. To confirm that, I'll look. Yes, I can see orange light is on. So I have DNR. There's a plane flying overhead. It's windy. There are birds chirping away from me. And I'll take some few steps backwards. I'll turn just connections. Was there any disconnection? How do you feel about dynamic noise reduction? Turn on. I'll turn it off. So this with dynamic noise reduction. Turn off. What do you think, guys? Any difference? I'm still walking away. How small do I look in the camera? I'll turn dynamic noise reduction on again. What do you guys think? Any difference? This is dynamic reduction turned. I can see my boy all the way. He's making some noise. I can hear him. I don't know if you can hear him. Now, this is still with dynamic noise reduction turn on and dynamic reduction turn on. Mic test or mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. It's really, really small. And one thing I'd like to say is check that you have the mic pointing in the right direction. Because with the magnet and the clip, you could be clipping it in the wrong place and you don't even know. But how I figured out that I had it wrong was when I was trying to turn on activating dynamic noise reduction. The button should at least be closer to the source of your audio, which is my mouth. And I figured that it was lower. So I was like, wait a minute, what's wrong? So that's it for the test. I hope it picks up something. Any difference? What do you guys think with dynamic noise reduction turn on and the distance I walked away from the receiver? So let's head back into the studio. We're now back in the studio. What do you guys think about the test? Godox promises 16 hours of use between the receiver and the transmitters, which should equate to about a day's use. I do not see a scenario where one would record straight for 16 hours, except we're trying to break a Guinness World Record. That being said, during my use, I never ran out of power. To fully charge the receiver from 0 to 100%, Godox says that would take 2.5 hours, while a fully charged transmitter from 0 to 100 should take 2 hours. Now, my thoughts on this kit. I would highly recommend this kit for creators on a budget. There is no 32-bit, time code, or onboard recording. Are you willing to pay more for that? From my point of view, the other portable wireless microphones with onboard recordings do not even have as much premium build and features as the XT1. I personally sometimes do not copy the files from my onboard recordings when I also have the receivers connected to the camera. Although it's an added advantage, I can live without doubt for this price of $109. Another opportunity to use this amazing discrete kit is if you're on a small budget film. Since its transmitters are very small and with very strong magnets, you can discreetly place them on your subjects as backup or main audio point of capture. Or if we're shooting a wedding. Now, before I go, I noticed one thing with one of the transmitters, and in case you ever run into this situation, this is how I solved it. One of the transmitters would not pair. I tried factory resetting the receiver. It didn't solve the issue of pairing. The transmitter just kept flashing green. How I solved it was to make sure the other transmitter was turned off when trying to pair the one that didn't pair. Please don't forget to hit like if you like this review, and if you didn't like it, your comments on how to improve are very much welcome. I'm your filmmaker. Peace.